Hey, okay, so we are going to work on your success plan today. It's your girl, Shauna Henry here, aka Sister Sense. Always excited to share things you can do to work on your money, your marketing, and your sales goals too, with strategy and intention. I am here to hang out with you with Little Miss Prettyman, Hot Miss Prettyman today, so that we can talk about some smart ways to set yourself up for success every week and every day. Okay. I want to make sure that you're able to download your Set Up for Sales and System Success Guide. It's free, by the way. It's over at sistersense.com forward slash success. But we're going to dig into the guide today. Okay. So, if you're in a space where you want to intentionally work on your online business when it comes to monetization, content creation, marketing, and sales, you're in for a treat. I love to say a Sunday well spent brings a week full of content. And today I am officially launching the first cycle of my Sunday Circle Mastermind. Yay! It starts at 6 a.m. EST, but I wanted to do a pre-game session from yours truly to you to give you an opportunity to think about what you need to do to set yourself up for success every week. Okay. And of course, feel free if you want to join me and my community in the Sister Sense Sunday Circle Mastermind, feel free to join us too, because registration is still available for you. But I'll tell you that a little bit later. What I want to do is again talk to you about your goals. Okay. So let's first dig into those four big ones that I just mentioned. When it comes to consistency, where do you find you are struggling? Are you struggling when it comes to monetization, figuring out how to make money online? Number one. Content creation, number two. As you know, content is king, right? So, are you making content that makes money for you, that works for you, and works for your customers too, right? Marketing and sales. Are you struggling to market your business, promote your stuff, promote yourself? And are you struggling when it comes to sales, actually consistently seeing the revenue that you want to see in your business? Okay. So, as we discuss how to set yourself up for success week by week, month by month, day by day, the first thing that I want to say is think about which one of those core areas is a challenge for you, and feel free to check in with me. Either say, hey, let me know who you are and where you are in this beautiful world today. Remember, if you're catching me on the replay side, to drop into the comment box. Yes, Bryn. Drop into the comment box. Hashtag replays rock. You can see a little nose right here. And of course, ultimately, let's talk strategy. Where are you struggling right now? Let me know. Drop into the chat box. Are you struggling with monetization, content creation, marketing, sales, or all of the above? Okay, because we're going to talk about that today, but definitely feel free to check in with me privately. Okay, you can email me, you can direct message me if you want to talk about any of the challenges or things that you want to see in your business and your goals. Feel free to check in with me privately or via the chat. Okay, that's what we're here to do. That's what I want to share with you. So, what we're going to do, like I said, is we're going to dig into the marketing and sales guide. Let me pop that onto the screen so that you can see. Well, I can pop it onto the screen for those of you who are watching me on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. If you're watching me on the Instagram side, I'm going to verbally walk you through the marketing and sales guide. Okay, this is my Sunday circle. The guide walks through 7 steps. Okay, so my goal is every Sunday within my micro mastermind to work with entrepreneurs like you looking to consistently work on their business growth goals, right? And so I'm going to do the first session today, 6 a.m. EST, but I wanted to jump on here so we can talk, right, about realistically what you can do. I'm going to share the first step of 7 with you, okay? When it comes to carving out time every week, especially on a Sunday, I want you to think about the following. Number one, are you selecting top priority tasks. So, can you identify at least three things that are important for you as far as things you want to do going into the week? Okay. Your top priority tasks. I call that the TP3 method. And we're going to talk about that in more detail today. But before I get there, let me say one of my signature Sister Sense sayings is always have something to S. You always have to have something to say, something to share, and something to sell. Okay. This is important. You want to always have something to S. Because guess what? You don't want to be that sleazy salesman. You always selling, always selling, always selling. Because to be honest with you, if you're just always selling, but you're not really talking to people, you're not really making real connections, right? Having real conversations, right? That know, like, and trust fast factor that we're always talking about, you're not going to actually sell well, right? If you're just selling, you're not going to sell well, right? You have to have a balance. And I always like to say, before people will buy what you sell, they got to buy what you say. Right. So coming in and sharing valuable content, information, resources, tips, things that they need to know to grow in whatever capacity you help them with as an entrepreneur when it comes to your specialties, being able to balance where you're sharing things, you're saying things, and you're selling things too. That's what you got to do, right? Because on the flip side, you can't just be in a place where you're just constantly saying things and sharing things, right? Pretty, pretty pictures, right? Without actually proactively selling your stuff. You got to do a combination of the two. So always have something to say, share, and sell, which for me practically breaks down into the three categories. Making an irresistible offer, something you're actually going to sell, number one. Sharing a message with your audience, number two. So saying something to your community on a consistent basis every week is important. And not just sharing a message, any message, messages that honestly make you money in the short term or the long term, and that they are, again, engaging your audience and your audience is converting from browsers to actually buyers, right? So sharing messages with your audience that make you money and creating at least one piece of content that converts people who are just kind of walking around randomly online, converts random people into followers, converts followers into email subscribers, converts email subscribers into actual customers and buyers, right? So you want to create content, you want to share content that converts. You want to say something by sharing messages with your audience that make you money, and you want to sell something by making an irresistible offer, working on your offers, your messages, and your content on a week by week basis, setting daily project and profit goals and deadlines too. These are things that I encourage you to do on a week by week basis. Okay. That's the conversation that I want us to focus on today. So, again, I kind of wanted to, before I jump off here and go into the micro mastermind with my community, give you an opportunity to, even independently of working with me, right? Think about what you're doing to strategically, intentionally set yourself up for success, right? So I want to ask you a question. Are you, week by week, are you doing this successfully, or are you struggling when it comes to making offers consistently, right? Sharing messages that make you money effectively, and sharing content that actually converts for you. Because some people struggle when it comes to creating content, number one, but also creating content that actually converts, right? So, where are you as far as things that are working for you versus what you need to do? These are practical things. Of all the shiny, trendy things that I could possibly talk about, that other people talk about too, if you want to keep it seriously simple, you got to into these practical things. Just practically really making offers, sharing messages, and creating content, right? Where are you with those things? So, as we talk about those things, let me dig into the TP3 strategy. This is you every week. Carving out time, again, specifically, ideally on a Sunday, to sit down with yourself and get clear about your weekly priority projects. So, what you actually want to do. Now, again, this guide, you can print it out, you can download it for free from yours truly. It's over at sistasense.com/success. Okay. Inside of my Sunday circle, I have a 7-step process that I'm going to be teaching my mastermind mentees, and we're going to be working through week by week. Set up for sales success. This is intentional marketing and sales work. And so the Sunday Circle is a 90-day, week by week experience. Okay. Checking in weekly, monthly. We're going to do weekend profit projects every month, and we're going to have content creation sessions every month, plus our weekly group conference calls every Sunday. Okay. First one being 6 a.m. EST today. So we're going to have a combination of morning sessions in the morning, 6 a.m. EST, and evening sessions at 6 p.m. EST, and then mid morning sessions at 10 a.m. EST. I got a combination of all three that I will be leading consistently every week as part of this 90-day experience. But I'm going to tell you this is cycle one. And for cycle one, we're not just going to do 90 days, we're actually going to do 4 months. So I'm super excited about that. And if you're not already in the Sunday Circle, you're definitely still welcome to learn about it, sign up for it to be a part of the community, number one. And number two, when it's not open, I'll make sure to have a waiting list available for you if you want to get on that list. Okay. But all the details, if you still want to register and join the mastermind, are over at sistasense.com/SC, which stands for Sunday Circle. Okay. But with that being said, let's dig into step number one, right? The Sunday Circle Marketing and Sales Guide has 7 steps. I'm going to share step one with you: how to set your weekly top priority projects using what I call my TP3 method. Okay. So you got to do a lot of things as an adult, right? And if you want to be an intentional entrepreneur and business owner, one of these things that you should do for your business is to set your top priority tasks. There are lots of things you could do. I'm going to walk you through a few that just make sense for you. The first one being personal projects. So, what do you know? Just basically, based on where you are in your business and in your life right now, what are some personal projects that you want to do this coming week? Identify those. Now, of course, as part of the Sunday Circle, I want to share with you how to quickly decide what you want to do, schedule what you want to do, and get more done. But outside of working with me within the Sister Sense Sunday Circle community, that's just something that you need to be doing for you, identifying what personal projects you want to work through in the coming week. Okay. That's number one. Another option for you is outside of personal projects, what product projects do you want to work on this coming week? And again, I'm not assuming that you want to do all of the things, but picking at least 3 of these things that you intentionally want to work on in the coming week. Okay. Your products. Finding a way to work on your products this coming week. Now, there is a process to working on your products. I call it my 5-point process. I break it down in the Sunday Circle, but let me share 2 of the points with you. Any given week, when it comes to your projects, maybe you're in a space where you are in production. You're actually producing a product that you want to share, that you want to sell, right? That you want to add value to your community. Or maybe you're in another space where you're not producing a product, but you're promoting one, right? You are marketing, you're sharing, you're creating campaigns around a particular product promotion. So, like I said, in between production and promotion, there are some other steps that I want to share with you, a process that I'll break down for you inside the Sunday Circle. But think about it, this coming week, just those two P's alone, are you in a space where either you want to work on a product as far as producing it or promoting it when it comes to being intentional about your business goals? Okay. That's another one that I want to share with you today. Let's go through number three. Number three is pages. I'm a graphic designer. I'm a web designer. I create web pages all day, every day. When it comes to you effectively generating revenue, creating consistent profit, you need to focus on pages, right? If you don't have pages for people to go to, baby, how do they know how to buy things from you? Okay. So are you in a space where either you want to CUD, create new pages, update old pages, or designate time to promote some of the pages that you have? Okay. And what kind of pages do you want to work on? They actually have, I have anyway, what I call top five pages that pay that you should be creating proactively in your business. Again, I'll break those down in the Sunday circle for you. But before we get there, I just wanted you to be able to think about any particular pages that you want to work on. Okay. So when it comes to intentionally setting yourself up for success this week in your business, the first of 7 steps is to pick your priorities. Do you have any personal projects, products, projects, or web page projects that you want to be working on in the coming week? You got to carve out some time to set your goals, the things you want to work on in the coming week. Okay. Now, outside of personal product and pages, people, you want to reach real people because you can't just have products and pages. You need people to reach, to talk to, who are checking in, who are following you, right? So, who do you want to communicate, connect, engage with in the coming week? This could be a combination of specific individuals. It could be private communities. It could be your social media. There are different types of people that you should proactively be reaching out to. Okay. And I break it all the way down for you as far as priority people, again, inside the Sunday circle. Once you decide that's the community in which you want to be, checking in with me on a week by week basis. Okay. If you decide that anyway. And outside of the Sunday circle, of course, you can always check in with me privately, whether it be sending me an email, a voice message, or scheduling a clarity session with yours truly. So, 2 more P's to think about for yourself. Number 1, projects, or I should say, number 5, not just projects, but pieces. Forgive me. So you should consistently be creating content, right? So that your content can add value and build your credibility too. Your brand visibility, your credibility, I have like ABCs, right? So building your A, your authority, your B, your brand visibility, your C, your credibility, your D, your digital footprint, E, your engagement, right? A's, the B's, the C's, the D's, the E's, and everything in between. You need to be creating consistent content, right? So, what piece, at least one piece, or pieces of content do you plan on either creating or promoting this coming week, right? Number 5 and number 6, profit. So there are lots of P's that you can tell that I talk about, right? And 3 P's in particular are your profit, your people, and your pages. That's a part of what I call my 100 plan. Being in a place where you are working towards averaging at least $100 a day. Okay. Because if you can do that, you can generate anywhere between 3 to 5K on on a monthly basis. I call that the 4-figure foundation. Before you hit 6 figures or even 5 figures, you got to consistently hit 4 figures. 100 goal is $100 in profit a day, getting to the point where you can consistently average that. Okay. And then reaching at least 100 people in some way, either manually or through automation or other strategies on a consistent day by day basis, and getting to the point where either you create your first or your next best set of 100 pieces of content, right? But before you get to 100, you got to focus on one through consistency, right? That's the key. So I want you to think about for yourself, what profit projects do you have going into the new month? I'm sorry, the new week. Not just the new month, but going into the new week specifically is what we're talking about today, right? If you want to intentionally make money, honey, you got to set your money goals and your profit goals. What are you going to do? And of course, I have some specific 5 profit projects that I can break down for you inside the Sunday circle. So let's do a few things. Number 1, I want you to carve out some time to sit down and think about step number one. What are you going to prioritize? And of course, feel free to check in with me either now in the chat, via the replays. Let me know which of these projects, at least three, you're going to prioritize moving into the new week, the TP3 method from yours truly. Okay? That's the first thing that I want you to do. And then number two, I want you to think about if you want to connect with yours truly inside the Sunday Circle community. This is especially useful if you are someone who honestly wants to start working on your consistency when it comes to money marketing and sales. You really want to get to a place where you are proactively setting and working towards your business growth goals on a weekly basis. Are you in a space where you want to set aside high energy, undistracted time blocks to get more done, right? Not when you're depleted, not when you're defeated, not after you've done everything else for everybody else. You want high energy, priority time for you to do what you need to do, right? To focus and work on your business vision. Because I know that everybody, no matter what level you are at, should be and wants to get better at improving the things that you want to do, right? When it comes to publishing your products, when it comes to creating content, promoting your offers, and generating sales, right? So if you want to get help with your online business, if you want to get help with your focus, your challenges, and your goals, join me inside the Sunday Circle community. Okay. So again, I mentioned before, if you want to learn more, if you want to download the Setup for Sales Success guide that I'm sharing with you here, giving you the first of 7 steps in the weekly Sunday marketing and sales process, the free guide plus more about the Sunday Circle is over at sistasense.com/success, right? You'll learn more about how to get in the circle, how to check in with me, whether it be through the community or connecting with me privately. All the things I want you to see, download, and do, I share with you again over at sistasense.com/success. Yes. I'm a little raspy today, so hitting that high note is not a reality for me. But these are things that I want you to do, again, when it comes to setting yourself up for success. Sunday, yes, a Sunday well spent brings a week full of content. Hopefully this was helpful to you. Again, check in with me. Let me know what you're going to do. Of course, again, if you want to check in with me privately, when you go over to thesistasense.com/success website, you can always click the gray tab on the right to send me a voice message. All right. Mwah. I gotta go. I'm going to host the first Sunday Circle. And of course, no worries if you miss it live. You can catch it on the replay side. I'm going to make sure that each of our weekly Sunday Circle sessions are recorded so you can catch them live or on the replay side. But again, it's a micro community. So if you want to take advantage of this opportunity, make sure you get in when you can fit in right now versus later. Okay? Mwah. Till another time, take care.